Everybody, I can't help it, Bill. I am so freaking excited. Can't wait for that movie to come out like a kid all over again. All other movies I don't even care about anymore. Age of Ultron, Ant-Man, what else is supposed to come out? Batman, Superman. Nah, it's all about Star Wars. And I'm more excited than my kids are. But welcome everybody. This is our Saturday night live Shopping Sherlock mindset training. And tonight's topic is going to be three-way calls on how to invite. This is the backbone of the business. And I want to say, first of all, congratulations to Darren. I don't know if he's on here or not. I don't see him. But he's been doing an excellent job doing three-way calls lately. In fact, he's been doing it with what he's been learning from the LinkedIn training. You know, the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 three-way calls we've done was from his LinkedIn training group. So it works. If you guys are not involved in the LinkedIn training, I highly recommend it. I have signed up people from the LinkedIn training. In fact, it is the second biggest way that I sign people up outside of me making YouTube videos. And speaking of YouTube videos, last week we finished our 3-part training series on making videos and branding yourself. You know, part 1 talked about, do you own your own name? Have you ever Googled yourself before? Have you ever looked yourself up on YouTube? The part 2 was why you should make a video. Why you should make a video and what type of videos that you should make for getting started for the very first time. And that is your intro, that is your, you know, who you are. The second video is why did you join Shopping Sherlock? Out of all the companies out there, why did you choose this company? And then the third video is you actually doing a presentation. There's a reason to the madness. It follows the flow. In fact, next week we're going to be talking about the feel, felt, found method in more detail. I'll be doing that with our leadership group this week as well. But it follows the feel, felt, found format for people to meet you. I think I am signing up I have on the deck maybe 4 new people that's about to join who I never met before, but they all saw my YouTube videos and they gave me a call and asked, you know, can you tell me about Shopping Sherlock? I saw your videos. In fact, welcome Eric. Eric is on here right now. Eric is maybe joining us in the future, and he saw my YouTube videos. You think of David Duhamel. David, I never met before, but how did David find me? YouTube. Saw my YouTube channel, my YouTube videos. So I'm telling you, it works, and we just finished those 3 trainings on that. And we also made a video together last week. So what I want to do, because I'm so proud of the video that we made, and we did it on the training, I'm going to play that video real quick for all of you to see. It's about Sherlock Nation. We made the Sherlock Nation video. You're absolutely right, Farmer John. So here is that video. All right, congratulations, everybody. Those of you that helped us last week participate in making that video, and I love that video for one because it is authentic. It is not factory corporate made. We made it, and everybody in that video is in Sherlock. You know, I love the culture that we're building with Shopping Sherlock, and like I told you guys before, where we are as a company, if you can relate it to ACN 1993, 1994. That's exactly where we are right now. And also something I shared about why we should make videos is something that I've learned as well. And I made this mistake. And I've been in this industry for a long time. I've had a lot of success. And I know a lot of people in the network marketing industry. And one of the things that I wanted to be able to do was use my influence, contact a couple of heavy hitters, sign them up, and the next thing you know, they'll bring 2,000-3,000 people with them. And one thing that I learned about this industry is that it's not going to happen like that yet, because nobody even knows who we are. Nobody knows what we do. Our entire message is we're going to show you how to make money with your cell phone. People are still trying to wrap their heads around, we're going to show you how to make money on the internet. But what we're doing has never been done before. So we have to educate a little bit. So a lot of those top heavy hitters are looking at us right now. So how do you build your business? You don't go for the one-shot home run. You got to go old school. You got to go back to belly-to-belly, face-to-face, one-on-one. You have to develop new leaders. Not try to sign up the superstar, but create a new superstar. We all got started somewhere. I remember the very first time I ever went to a meeting and a presentation. I had never done network marketing before. I had never done a presentation, never got on stage. So everybody had to start somewhere. How would you like to have me in your downline? How about creating somebody that's going to be the next superstar? That's what we're doing here. All new blood with Shopping Sherlock. So thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule. I'm plugging in. I know a lot of you are part of the leadership group that we just got started. Your ultimate goal is to be able to make $2,000 a month at least by Christmas time, 8 months from now. We're on the Power of Two plan. Two, getting two, getting two, getting two. So congratulations also to Tommy Armour, who got promoted to Star Affiliate last night. He enrolled 2 brand new people yesterday. Before him, I think it was Manny Delgado got promoted to Star Affiliate in 3 days. He just got started with us, I don't know, was it Tuesday? And he's a Star Affiliate on Friday. So he had it actually Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday because he took advantage of our presentation we did Thursday night. He had some guests on, and they both signed up in the business that night. So congratulations to Manny, and both of those gentlemen are on their way to hitting Power Affiliate, which is the next position. And they all took advantage of the 3-way call as well. 3-way calls. And I see Darren's on now. Darren, I was highlighting you earlier and congratulating you on the success that you're having doing the 3-way calls. That's the backbone of the business. So just real quick to refresh you guys, the video that we made was called Sherlock Nation. We're now going on a 3-year anniversary next month. We were in profit our 2nd month in business. We're debt-free. We're on triple-digit growth, triple percentage growth from last year. And last year was 250% ahead of the year before. We are a very solid, stable company, growth worldwide. In fact, if you guys haven't heard yet, Kazakhstan just promoted their 22nd global in 5 months. Kazakhstan. The average income is $250 a month. $3,000 a year. It takes them a full month's salary to join Shopping Sherlock. Yet they've put in over 4,000 people in a couple of months. The first woman, Zanat, got started last September. She was making $1,000 a month on her job, which is upper middle class for Kazakhstan. She's now close to $20,000 a month with Sherlock. She's made more money with Sherlock in her time here than most people make in 15 years in Kazakhstan. If they can do it over there, what do you think we can do here in the United States? But not even selling United States short, 75% of our business is going to come out of Asia, and we have almost absolutely nothing taking place in Asia. Bill, I got to still give you a call to let you know about what's going on with Korea. We have several individuals who are looking at really getting things jumping in Korea, but we want to do it not organically, but we want to have a right plan, a game plan going into Korea, not just one rep signing up and then seeing who they sign up. We're going to hit that hard. In fact, I was looking at one of the plans to have 30,000 reps in Korea by 2018, I think it is, the game plan. By 2018, 30,000 reps. New Skin probably has the fastest growth in Korea and South Korea, and that's a company that it costs you a lot more money to get started. Their monthly is a lot more expensive, and their product is something that you can Sherlock and get it for half off. So if they can do it with that product, imagine what we can do right here with the Sherlock. So let's go ahead and talk about how to invite. First, let's go over the customer scripts, and I am recording this for those who couldn't make it and that you can listen to later on. Here's the basic customer script. Now you want to say what I would say as you would say it. You don't have to say this exactly. It doesn't have to be word for word. But this is just a basic guideline. And when you ask, where do I go to get the script? Remember, it's on powerteamsherlock.com, our training website. So here's script number one. And this is designed for people that you know, friends and family, and close acquaintances. Listen, could you do me a huge favor? I just got started in my own home-based business, and I am working on getting promoted. Could you please help me out and be my customer? Best part is that it will not cost you anything. Our product is free. Thank you very much. Now, this is based on psychology here. You're asking for a huge favor. People love doing favors. You're letting them know that you got started in your own home-based business and they can help you getting promoted. Remember, you cannot be a star affiliate until you have your first 5 customers. So that is true. And the best part about this is, it's not going to cost them anything. The product is free. It's just an app that they download. If any friend or family of mine says no after I say this, we have problems. What do you mean no? What do you mean you're not willing to help me out, download an app for free that's going to help me get promoted in my business? Next time you need a ride to the airport, don't call me. Next time you need a babysitter, don't call me. Next time you need help moving, don't call me. Next time you need to borrow some money, don't even look my way. If you're not willing to help me out by downloading something for free that doesn't cost you anything, we have issues. You know who your real friends are. So that's a script that's designed for friends and family. Script number 2 is also designed for friends and family. Here's another way you can say this. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever bought anything online before? I always end it with yes or no. I don't want to hear maybes. I got to think about yes or no. What if I could show you how to save money on every single purchase you make online by giving you a free membership to a secret shopping website called Sherlock Savers? I need to update this slides now, because it's just a mobile app, Sherlock, and we're going to call it Sherlock Nation. Just give me your email address, and we will get you set up in 30 seconds. It's free. You know what? I wrote this before we even had the mobile app. when it was just a desktop version. So I'm going to update part 2, but it's the same thing. In fact, what I'm going to end up changing that is not give me your email address. Like, pull out your smartphone. I'm going to show you how to download the app. Here's my ID code to get you started. It's free. Now, script number 3. This is designed for people you do not know. Cold market. You know, somebody maybe on Facebook you say hello to every now and then, but you don't really know these people. Listen, I am going to do you a huge favor. What was the last item you purchased online, and how much did you pay for it? I am going to find you a better deal on the same item and then show you how you can do it yourself for free. How does that sound? These statements are designed to get a specific answer. Who's going to say no to that? Well, yeah, I bought Brother ink cartridge. That's the last thing I bought online. How much did you pay for it? Oh, about $140. Really? Let me show you how you can get it less. Pull out your Sherlock app, type in the ink cartridge, probably get it for $30-40. Save them $70-80. Do you think they're going to say no to downloading the app after they see those savings? Absolutely not. I saved a friend of mine who makes over $1 million a year, over $5,000 on a 78-inch curved smart flat screen TV for his new mansion. Regular price $10,000. He went online, found it for $8,900. We Sherlocked it for $34.79. Do you think he's not going to download the Sherlock? The product works. We've never had a bad experience yet. So what you're telling them is, I'm going to do you a huge favor. People that you don't know, they're not going to do you a favor. That's why this script is different from number 1. Number 1 is for people you know. Do me a favor. Brother, cousin, friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife. Do me a favor. But number 3 is for people you don't know. I'm going to do you a favor. If somebody came to you and said, I'm going to do you a favor, at first you might be skeptical. Well, what are you going to do for me? But you're open to listen, right? What was the last item you purchased online? Well, I don't really do much shopping online. Really? You're about to now. What was the last thing you actually paid for? What's the last thing you bought? I bought some shoes. How much did the shoes cost? $220? Really? What were they? Jordans? Let me Sherlock that for you. See if we can get you a better deal. Wow, how'd you get that deal? Oh, we've got this cool new mobile app. Hey, you pull out your phone, you show them your phone, and show it to them. Let the product sell itself. I even have, watch this. Oh, where am I going to find that? Sherlock mobile app. I am on a different computer, so I did not have this video saved. But I will find it. Because sometimes just showing somebody a video is all that you need. Sherlock mobile app. Black Friday. Where's my video? Here we go. Let me show this video. Here's the link.
Okay.
What's the price of this?
How much? Oh, that's 160 pounds.
Oh my. Can I try my Sherlock?
Sure.
A better price?
Sure. You try. Maybe we can find a cheaper one using our price scanner, isn't it?
Yeah. Price scanner. Price scanner. Let's see. Let's see. It scans now. Oh, it found it. Yes.
And how much?
Classroom special. Is the one. Oh look, 106 now. It's 129. Wow, that's 31 pound savings. A 31 pound savings.
My, wow, what a big savings, isn't it? You saved it.
All right, now how cool was that? See, I did that video to show the difference between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Everybody rushing to the stores, trying to get the best deals one day of the year, when you can use your Sherlock and get the same Black Friday type deals all year round from the safety of that crowd. And if that doesn't get people, this is my most favorite, newest video. If a 9-year-old can do it, so can you. Take a look at this.
My name is Talangwasa, and I'm going to be showing you how to use our Shopping Sherlock scanner. I'm scanning Fibber. The price is $19.97. But if I scan it here...
Can you show how you get to it?
Okay, I go on the Shopping Sherlock app, then I look for price scanner. I press price scanner, I press scan now, and then I get the price. The price is $19.97, and if I scan it, I press view detail page, and then my price is $7.49.
Okay.
Compare with that awesome price. Bye-bye.
Okay, come on. Good.
I love at the end, his eyes get big when you say awesome price. Now that is Joy's son. I think Joy is on the webinar with us. Joy is right here in California, and her son is very, very smart. And he understands the value of the Sherlock. My son does. You know what my son does with me? My 7-year-old. He's fearless, and most kids are. If you ever want to learn how to handle rejection, just watch kids. Kids ask for stuff all the time, and parents say no all the time. Does the kid ever stop? When a parent says no, does the kid say give up and say, oh, well, I guess I can't have it? No, the kid keeps on going and will just find different ways of asking the same question until he gets or she gets a yes. My son does not take no for an answer. No, it is a debate like he's a little lawyer. So if you ever want to learn rejection, watch how kids do it. But my son, when I tell him no, you know what he says? Sherlock it. Just Sherlock it. He thinks I'm saying no because of the money. But anyways, just show the app. It will sell itself. This is why you want to be using the app yourself. You've got to use the app. That way you can be a testimony and give your own testimonies. And Joy, make more videos like that. Videos like that, Joy, is going to make you rich. Because people love to say, they don't want to just hear something. They want to see it. You can show them proof. That video is going to be seen worldwide. Make more like that. Have a whole little video series of Sherlock Savers if you go into different stores and target things that you know people. And this goes for all of you. We talked about how to make videos. What I would do for you, if I were you guys, I would go to all the stores and target all the things that people would buy and Sherlock it. and make a video doing so, and then put it up on YouTube. I'm giving myself an idea. I got to do that. I'm gonna have in fact, I'll have my wife do that. She does all the shopping. And you start YouTubing that, and people start seeing things that they buy anyway, and how you're getting deals on doing it. I just gave myself a great idea. Those of you on the leadership group, be ready on Wednesday. I've got a new assignment. Got a new assignment. We're going to have a whole campaign doing this. All right. So that's it for customers. I love David Duhamel. I don't know if he's on right now. But David Duhamel came up with something that's also genius. And I've been using this lately, because you heard me say it earlier. When people ask you, what do you do for a living? There he is. Hey, David, do you happen to have a microphone on your computer right now? If you do, I'll have you share it instead of me sharing it on your behalf. But do you happen to have a microphone? If not, that's okay. Just want to double check with them. Okay, no problem. Well, David shared this with me. He does a lot of work with the Chamber of Commerce down in Florida, and everybody there owns a business or is tied to a business. And whenever you're having conversations, people always ask, so what do you do? What business are you in? And what David says is, I show people how to make money with their phone. What? Is that not a conversation starter? What do you mean you show people how to make money with your phone? Well, I'm glad you asked me that question. You pull out the phone, show them the app. I make money by giving this app away to people. Show them how to make money using this. Really? Great way to start a conversation. And he uses his words specifically. Not I help people making money on their phone. Is I show people how to make money with their phone. If you talk about customers, I save people money with their phone. Whatever variation you want to do. But that was awesome how he put that. And so that's something else that you can also say. That's right. Do not use the word teach. You don't need to teach somebody how to use a phone. When my son was 4 years old, he knew how to use a smartphone before he could really write. I show people how to make money using their phone. It has a sexy tone to it because you don't hear that every day. You hear people say, "Oh, I help people make money. I show people how to make. I teach people this and that. I have this product and that product. I help people make money on the internet." That's the hot thing right now. People have finally realized that you can make money on the internet, and people have been doing that for the last 20 years. But I show people how to make money on their phone? That's new. That's unique. So that's another way. And that goes into our next script section, which is how to talk to people about the business. And this also follows the same steps like a customer. The first one, you're talking to people that you know. And I want to be very clear. Even though I'm old school, I was taught in this industry before there was internet, before there was webinars, before there was real conference calls. If I wanted to see a presentation, I had to drive an hour and a half down to the West End Hotel on Century Boulevard, across the street from LAX, once a week. I had to drive all the way down there once a month for Saturday training. If I wanted to get training and take as much notes as I could, or try to take a little tape recorder and record so I could go home and listen to it over and over again. That's how I learned everything I know now. We didn't have websites that I can go to and trainings like we're doing now from the comfort of my home. And what I was taught back then is when you first get started, make a list of everybody that you know. Doesn't matter who they are. Write them down, because those are the people we're going to contact. Those are the people you're going to call. I am going to be blunt with you guys. You will never get where you want to be by trying to market your business to your friends and family and people that you know. Is that how Mark Zuckerberg became a billionaire? He just shared Facebook with his friends and family. Is that how Alibaba did it? Is that how Apple or Microsoft did it? Is that what Walmart did? No, this is a business, not a hobby that we're playing with our friends and family. Friends and family is not going to get you rich, because if they were, you would already be there. So am I saying, or am I preaching, don't make a list of everybody you know? No, make a list of everybody you know, because you're going to use them for practice. Understand this. The worst thing in the world is when I see somebody quit because their brother or their broke cousin Pookie on the corner told them that they're not going to make any money. Oh, I guess it's not going to work. I'm going to go ahead and quit. I talked to a couple of people and they said no. You have no business being in business. Go back to a 9-to-5 job. We want to treat this as a professional. You know how I haven't done it in a while when I'm getting ready for it. How to be a professional training. That's probably 2 or 3 weeks away. Maybe after the May 9th, or maybe on May 9th. We'll see. I haven't done it in a while. I'm getting my itchy finger. I got to get into personal development. But friends and family, as important as they are, you're going to use them for practice. So these scripts is designed for that. Here's an example. Can you do me a huge favor? Does that sound familiar? I just got started in my own home-based business, and I am just learning. One thing, I've got an uncle who thinks he knows everything. And if you tell him something, he wants to see if you're already an expert. Like, hey, man, I just got started. I don't have my degree yet. I'm a freshman. So I'm just learning. Can you watch this quick, 5-minute video for me? And let me know if you know anyone who would be interested. I would really appreciate it. See, this is also psychology. You're not asking them if they're interested. You're not asking them to join your business. You're not asking them for their opinion on your business. You're asking them to do you a favor, watch the video so that they see what it is that you're doing, and let you know if they know anybody who would be interested. See, business is all about, like Farmer John says, referrals. It's all about tap rooting. When somebody joins the business, how fast can you go through their network? How fast can you talk to people that they know? Because the people who's going to make you the most money are not people you know, and they're not the people you personally sign up with. I've had over 40,000 people in my organizations. My best month was $40-something thousand a month. My top leaders were not the people I personally sponsored. My top leaders were 6 levels and beyond below me. So it's not the person you know, it's who do they know, who they know, who they know. So you're going to ask for referrals. You guys knew how Japan, I override all of Japan, and the person who got started there fell on my 48th or 49th level. Who do you know that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone that wants to take this serious? The further away you get from you, the better. You know that old saying, birds of a feather flock together? You take the 5 closest friends you have, add up all your income and divide it by 5, you're all probably making around the same amount of money. So you always want to recruit up, better than you. So the further away you get from your own network, the better off you're going to be. So that's one. That you're not asking them to join your business. You're asking them to take a look at it for you to see if they know anyone who would be interested. And on the flip side, what are you doing? You're exposing your business to them. See, people like to buy, they don't like to be sold. So what happens is, after they watch the video, you say, so great, who do you know that will like this? They're going to say, me, I like it. Where do I sign up? Whereas if you told them up front, you've got something that you want them to get involved with, they're automatically going to say no, and they're going to have the wall and the barrier up to you, no matter what it is you show them. No, I'm good. I'm not interested. You haven't even looked at it yet. That's all right. I heard about those things you're doing. So take the pressure off of them. Let them buy it from you. Number 2, listen. Now this one's kind of a slap in the face to them. I like doing number 2. Listen, I know you probably are not interested, but I heard about a company that is paying people to shop online. You know what? Thanks to David Duhamel, I'm going to change this one. I'm going to say, you know what? Listen, I know you're probably not interested, but I heard about a company that is showing people how to make money with their phone. Oh, yeah, I like that. I'm going to change that. This company is moving real fast. So can you take a look at this quick video and let me know if you know anyone who would be interested? So this is a little bit more aggressive. You're telling them up front, I know you're not going to be interested, because they're going to say, whoa, 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 what do you mean you know I'm not going to be interested? How do you know that? Oh, I'm just figured you're probably, you're already successful at what you're doing. You're already making a lot of money, so you're probably not interested. But you may know people. Well, wait. See, guys and gals, people put on the best front for the world that they possibly can. Don't believe the hype of what you see people doing on Facebook and social media about how great their life is. It's a front for most people. You don't see what's going on behind the curtain. So what I always do, when I approach somebody and I'm talking to somebody, I assume that they are the most successful person at whatever it is that they're doing. They always turn around and tell me the truth. Instead of me saying, I know your situation. You might want to take a look at what I'm doing. No, you don't want to insult people that way. People are already going to be turned off by that. But when I talked about to a person, wow, I know you're successful at what you're doing. Well, not really. Not that. Not as successful as I'd like to be. What is it that you're doing? What you got going on? Psychology. So when you say, I know you're not interested because you're already successful, they're going to say, yeah, but I'm always open to adding more. They may not have to reveal their current circumstances, but they'll let you know. I'm open to adding more to my portfolio. What's going on? Don't count me out. Oh, okay. I just assume that you're already successful. You're already talking about how great you are. Well, here's what we're doing. And then again, I still don't assume that they want to be involved. I still ask, so who do you know? Well, me. I think I kind of like this. It makes sense to me. And what doesn't? The only reason why people say no to this right now is because they don't understand. They're ignorant of the fact. The fact is, from 2003 to 2018, this has evolved into a 15 billion, I'm sorry, not 15, a 5 billion, I'm sorry, what was my mind today? A $5 trillion industry from 2003 to 2018. It took 100 years for the automobile industry to reach $1 trillion. 100 years. We have no competition. There is nobody doing what we do. And even if we did, I think there's competition in the automobile industry, right? You've got GM, you've got Honda, you've got Ford, you've got Nissan. The list goes on. And they're all competing in a $1 trillion industry. We have no competition in a $5 trillion industry. All we need are the crumbs, and we're all millionaires. How do you think that Mark Zuckerberg every year is like, remember when he was first crossed the $1 billion mark? And then next he was worth $2 billion. And then he jumped from $2 billion to $7 billion. Then he went from $7 billion to $13 billion. Then he went from $13 billion to $34 billion in the span of about 6-7 years. How'd that happen? E-commerce. How did Alibaba, a company that most Americans never even heard of until they went public on the New York Stock Exchange, and when that happened, they became The largest IPO in American history, and it's not even an American company. E-commerce. Most people have no idea. I didn't until I first heard of Sherlock. So we have double duty. It's not just about sharing our business, it's sharing the power of the industry. I shared this before. Those of you who got involved or was involved in network marketing in the 90s, there were two companies that were brand new on the block, Excel Communications and ACN. Both companies were taking advantage of deregulation of the utilities, specifically at that time, long distance. And if you grew up in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s, and you know how expensive long distance was at that time, this was revolutionary. These companies weren't offering a product. They were offering a service. See, network marketing at the time was dominated by product-based companies. But now we're offering a service. And the message is, we're going to help you save money on bills that you pay anyway. How would you like to save money on your long-distance bill? Really? That's possible? I never heard of that. I never heard of that. I'm interested. So do you think it took off immediately? No, it didn't. People had to, get warmed up to the idea. When microwaves first came out, my grandmother was like, I'm not putting anything in that box. Now she's the microwave queen, 92 years old. When emails first came out, people laughed at Bill Gates. Nobody's going to use email. Now people don't even read their emails anymore. It's all about texting. Right? This is another shift. The way we spend our money. And it's not something that people can run from. Everybody's involved one way or another. And even those in the 9-to-5 job are involved because they're losing their jobs. You hear about what happened with Walmart? Closed what? I don't know how many stores. And said, oh yeah, they have a plumbing problem for 6 months. Really? Really? Even the city said there's no plumbing issue. Walmart is not going the way of Blockbuster. Walmart wants to be Amazon. And they are putting billions of dollars behind their e-commerce online marketing campaign. They make money when they close stores now and fire their employees. They're going to be downgrading and downsizing for the foreseeable future. It's not going to turn around. Mark my words. So you also want to be educated on what's going on in the industry. That's what part of being a professional is. But that's another training, how to be a professional. Let me stay on point now. I'm getting off topic. All right, script number 3. Listen, if I can show you how to make money every time somebody shopped online by giving away a free product, would you want to hear about it? Yes or no? Yes, great. We are having a presentation on Tuesday or Thursday. All you have to do is sit in front of your computer and watch. And that leads us into our our 3-way calls. That's the topic tonight. Next week, we're going to go over the feel, felt, found part. But tonight, we're gonna talk about 3-way calls because this is the backbone, and I haven't done a good job really emphasizing this enough, I don't think. Even though I have videos about it and I talk about it, I need to spend a little bit more time on training. I'm more of a focus on the goal and not the task type of guy. Personal development. But you got to know the basics. So here is how a 3-way call works. And I don't have slides for these, so you're just going to have to listen to me. A 3-way call is designed for 2 purposes. 1, to get yourself out of the way and let an expert doing the talking for you. And 2, for you to learn at the same time. Let me get the no-nos out of the way up front. Here's a no-no. And people do this to me all the time. They'll shoot me a text. Hey, Brandon, I got somebody for you to talk to. Here's his number. Can you give him a call? No. Doesn't work that way. Or call me out of the blue without warning. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? This is so-and-so. I've got a guy on the line right now with me. Hey, go ahead and say hello to him. Brandon, tell him about the business. No. That does not work either. So I want to get those 2 out of the way right now. The proper way to set up a 3-way call because it's also for edification. So, which means like I need to talk about edification. But it's to introduce your prospect to an expert and let your expert close the deal for you. Your job, especially when you first get started, is only to invite. That's it. Only to invite, not explain the business. Now, we're not doing what, how networking was back in the 70s and 80s, where you didn't even tell the person the name of the company. You just try to get them on the phone. No. You're just saying, listen, I'm brand new. I want to introduce you to somebody who's already an expert who, number one, it's kind of like how we done the LinkedIn training. We got to make sure that this is the right fit, because we're not looking for everybody. We're not looking for just anybody. You guys got to be willing to say no. I say no to some people. I tell people that they like the show. I say, maybe this is not for you. This is not for you. I even have a person in the business right now that I've told them, maybe you don't need to be in the business. You can't be worried about losing money and acting so desperate that you'll take just anybody. No, you want quality. So since this is a profession, we must act as professionals. So the first thing you want to do is identify who is doing the three-way calls for you. Who is your upline? You want to have 2 to 3 people who can do it for you, just in case one person's not available. The next thing you want to do when you have a three-way call that you're ready to set up, you've got a prospect, shoot a message to the person who's going to do the three-way for you ahead of time and let them know, hey, listen, will you be available at such and such a time? And schedule it like a professional would. I had a guy I was in a different company. It was dinner time. I had just ordered Wingstop, and I was in Wingstop waiting in line to pick up my order. TVs were blasting in the background, and I get a text. And the text was, Brandon, I need you right now. I have a superstar on the line to do a three-way call. And he didn't wait for me to even respond. He called like 10 seconds later with his guy on the phone. The guy never saw a video, didn't hear anything about the business. In fact, he was cornered. All the guy did was call him on the phone and say, hey, I heard about this new business. You got to take a listen. Oh, wait. Stay on the line. I'm going to call this guy up. He's going to tell you about it. That's what he did. So now I'm on the phone with the rep and his prospect in the middle of Wingstop with all this noise blaring in the background, and I'm ready to pick up my dinner, and I got my family at home waiting for it. Now, my wife, and I'm the same way, if you've ever had, maybe I don't know if it's a California thing, but if you ever had Wingstop, I love the sauce, my lemon pepper chicken and my Louisiana rub. You can't eat Wingstop after putting it in the microwave. You got to eat it when it's hot. So we've got it planned when we order it. So here I am, about to order dinner, and I'm on the phone. And the guy says, Brandon, tell him about the business. I can't hear him. He can't hear me. I step outside, and right as I step outside, a fire engine's going, a paramedic's going down the street here. Woo, 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 real loud. A jet flying overhead. I'm kind of rattled because I don't know where to begin. He caught me off guard. And the guy said, I have never been on something so unprofessional in my life, and he hung up. And then my guy got mad at me. Saying that I didn't close the deal. I've had another person try to do a three-way call me at 4 o'clock in the morning because they forgot I'm on the West Coast and didn't check with me beforehand and was mad that I didn't pick up the phone. So we got to learn proper etiquette. Give the heads up that you want to have a three-way call and have it scheduled. Then you want to do what's called edify. Oh, wait, before we even get to edification. Before you put anybody on a three-way call, you're absolutely right, Joy. Before you put anybody on a three-way call, they have to be exposed to the business. They have had to have either watch that video, or even listen to my 15-minute recorded, the power calls I do every Monday night. They've got to know what's going on. There's not enough time in the day to do a full presentation for every single person you put on the phone. That's not what a three-way call is. A three-way call at most should be 3 to 5 minutes long. If you want to be real professional about it. The intros and everything else happens later. But 3 to 5 minutes. Why? Because this is a business and you've got 24 hours in a day. Time is money. You've got other people you need to talk to. I've got almost 3,000 people on my team. There is absolutely no way I can give 30 to 45 minutes on every single call. Nothing would ever get done. At most. Now, personally, my three-way calls, as of now, go longer, 10 to 15 minutes. There's a reason why. I'll talk about that another day. But about 3 to 5 minutes. So you want to make sure they're exposed to the business. They've seen a video or something, and that they want to know more about it. Do not put somebody on a three-way call. They're already skeptical. They already said no to you, and you kind of forced away, and they're just doing it to get you off their back. No. No, 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 no. Have respect for your upline as well. Your upline cannot perform magic tricks. You can't convince somebody of something. A person convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. You can even put the CEO, Michael Weeder, on the line with them, and still nothing will happen for them. Was that Joy? Am I saying your name wrong, Joy? I thought I was always Joy. Yeah, I've been pronouncing your name wrong this whole time. I know, Joy. I played your son's video. Oh, wait a minute. Or was that a different Joy? Oh! I've been getting the Joys mixed up all this time? Wow. How'd that happen? You're right. Joy Lisa and Joy Iffield. Okay. My apologies, Joy. I've said things to both of you that I thought was the other. All right. Anyways. So they've watched the video, and they say they want to know more. So what you say is, listen, since I'm brand new, I want to put you on the line with an expert. Let's say it's me. I'm going to put you on the line with one of our top leaders in the company. His name is Mr. Brandon Ivey. He has had a lot of success in this industry. He's a six-figure earner. He was able to retire and walk off his job at the age of 36 and do this full-time from home. This is why it's so important that not only do you have your story down, but you listen to other people's story as well, so that you can edify them. Edification means saying something good about somebody else. That's rare in today's world. It's not about one person saying how great they are. It's about somebody else saying how great you are. So you want to edify this person. You want to build them up. You don't want to say, I'm going to put you on the line with my homeboy Brandon. Yeah, this is my buddy. Yeah, we hang out all the time. Yeah, we went to the club last night. Oh, you should have saw this girl he was talking to. That's not edification. That is not professional. You're not building value for what you have. We are building a billion-dollar brand. So you edify. And somebody asked me this, why should I do a three-way call? I know, I can just tell my friends the business. Here's the deal. Your friends know you. They knew you through your good and bad. They knew you when you were broke and up. And they really don't respect your business sense. You've got to have third-party verification. Because when they get on the line with me, after you've edified me, they're going to be on their best behavior. They don't know me, and they don't want to look bad in front of me. First impressions. You might even see a side to your friend that you've never seen before. Edification is so important. Edification really, closes the deal right then and there. People don't realize that. Edification. So now that you've done that, so now you pick up the phone and you call your person, and then you call your upline. You do not want to have your upline on the line and then call your person. No, 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 no. It's like you're chasing somebody that way. We're not ambulance chasers here. You bring your prospect to the upline. It's a level of respect. This is all psychological. If you've got a meeting with Bill Gates, is Bill Gates coming down to your house? Or are you going to go up to his office? Same deal here. Say, listen, this guy does not have a lot of time. He's extremely busy. He's got a lot of other calls he's got to deal with, but he has a couple of minutes to speak to you. Edification. This also builds the culture of our business. We are not wake up now. Some of you will understand what I mean by that. We are building a classy business, team, and company. So you want to act professional. So now that the three-way call, you've initiated the call, and you say, "Hi, Mr. Ivey. This is so-and-so. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to speak to us. I have on the line with myself." I'm going to use Juan Davis as an example. I have on the line Mr. Juan Davis, and you can say a little bit about Mr. Davis. And Mr. Davis has his little background, and he got a chance to take a look at the Sherlock video, and he knows all about you. And I told him that your time is very short. So if you can maybe answer a couple of questions of his and tell him a little bit more about the business. And then once you've made that introduction, you say absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, put your phone on mute. We don't want to hear any background noise that may come from your phone. You're not supposed to have any extra comments or commentary. Be quiet. Let the expert now take over. And what you want to do is take notes, because one day you're going to be the expert doing the three-way. Your downline is going to be calling you to do the three-way. So this is also training. So not only is the upline going to close the deal for you, the upline is also training you at the same time. Darren has been getting a lot of training. He's put me on the line with several different people this week. And guess what? Not every three-way I do is the same. It depends on the person I'm talking to. Remember the feel, felt, found method? Remember the personality traits? When I talk to somebody, I get to know who they are, and I'm able to figure out what their personality trait is, what they're most passionate about, and I make sure that what I'm talking to them about, it relates to them. It's not the same thing over and over again. It's based on personalities. This is not something that can really be taught. It's based on trial and error that you learn by doing it. So that means you're going to mess it up. And I've messed up a whole lot early in the days. But you can't be afraid to mess up. This is a numbers game. There's millions of people in network marketing. So what? You messed up on 50. The next 500 you're going to be much better at. Don't worry about messing up. And you'll be able to tweak your message over and over again. So you listen. At the end, what the upline expert's going to do is going to turn around and re-edify you. So I'm going to say, or we're talking about, I want to pick someone else on here. Let's see. Let's say I'm going to use David Duhamel. David is doing a three-way with me. And after I'm done giving all the information, because what I'm going to do is at that time, I'm going to invite your guest to a live presentation if they're not ready to sign up right there on the spot. I already know what to say if they tell me, well, I got to do some more research. Well, I don't have the money. Well, I don't know. Well, I got to do this or that. Yeah, I want to sign up. I want to see, I already know what to say at that point. But after I invite them to the next live event, and before I close out, I'm going to say, you want to make sure you stick very close to Mr. Duhamel. This is a gentleman that's had a lot of success in this industry already. And he made the wise decision of getting positioned in this company at this time, which means based on his position, his location, and his knowledge, he will be a millionaire when he sticks with Shopping Sherlock over the next couple of years. And whoever is a part of his team is going to ride that wave by default. He's putting together his team of generals. So I don't know how well you may know Mr. Duhamel, but you're with the right person at the right time. So now I'm turning around and re-edifying you. I remember I did that for a person one time, and the prospect said, "Really? We're talking about the same person, right? You're talking about John, right? John that I was hanging out with yesterday. John that he borrowed money from me a couple months ago. Yeah, but you're going to be borrowing money from him next year." Now they're going to start looking at you in a different light with more respect, because somebody you both that he doesn't know is talking good about you. It's like the trifecta here. It's a circle. You edified me, I edify you. Prospect is closed, and they're in the system. And over the next couple of weeks, I know I'm going to do this on the leadership, we're going to do role-playing, where we're going to practice the three-way call. We're going to have somebody play the prospect, somebody's going to play the rep, and someone's going to play the upline. And we'll practice going through it. When I get back to really online marketing and getting a whole lot of leads in, what I'll even do is I'll schedule a time where, how can I do that? And we got the technology. I used to do it back in the day, where you guys can listen to me talking to people and doing three-way calls and things like that. I got to figure out how to set that up with the timing. But again, this is something I can just teach you the basics, but based on experience, if you go out there and you're going to make it good. I remember the very first, I was a horrible three-way call, but when I first heard about network marketing, his name was Robert Brown. He was in college with me. I wasn't in the business yet, and he was in, and I remember him telling, hey, B, I need you to take a look at this business. I'm about to get promoted. You can help me get promoted. Yeah, he wanted to do a three-way call. So he set it up. I said, okay. And then I remember that night, he called me up, and he edified his upline. His name was Daniel Shorter. And after he was done edifying, Daniel started to talk, and I was preoccupied because at that time, the Bulls game was on. We're talking about 1998. The Bulls game was on. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. And I wanted to watch the game. And to me, I'm like, who is this guy? I said, listen. I cut him off. I was like, yeah, you don't have to give me the whole spiel. I'm a Morehouse man. I know what's going on. Where do I need to go? I was kind of arrogant. And you're going to have people like that will disrespect you, that will try to cut you off, it's just the nature of the game. You're going to have to learn how to react. So the best way you learn is by listening to how your upline handles it. You always got a different cast of characters out there. And whenever you think you've seen it all, somebody shows you something new. There's always something new. I'll say, okay, so with that, we're 7 minutes past the hour. We went over time. That is the basics of doing a three-way call. The more three-way calls you do, the more money you make. The more three-way calls you do, the more money you're going to make. How many three-way calls did you do in your business last week? That's why you haven't made much money. Or that's why you made a lot of money, because you did do the calls. Three-way calls is the backbone of the business. You also, people say, well, can't I just invite them to the live webinar by myself? Yeah, you can. But if you do so, you've got a 50-50 chance that they'll show up. If you let me invite them, you've got an 80% chance that they'll show up. Why? Why will they show up? Because I invite them as opposed to you. Because you're their friend. You're their buddy. They know that they don't have to show up and you'll still be friends with them. As far as I'm concerned, we're not buddies. We're talking business. And if you tell me that you're going to be somewhere and then you not show up, that shows me what type of character you have. and what type of business person you are, and I don't want to do business with you. So they will show up. They don't want to be embarrassed and look bad in front of you or in front of me. They'll look bad in front of you all day long. So let me invite your prospect to the next presentation. You'll have a better, much better, higher ratio. See, back in the day before there were webinars, you always knew the people who invited guests. When, let's say you showed up to the presentation a little late, right? 2-3 minutes late, it's already started, and you see a bunch of people in the lobby looking out the windows waiting for their prospect to show up. See, back then we would say, go pick up your guest and bring them here to the meeting. Now it's not that, oh yeah, just show up, go to the webinar. Guys, listen. All you have to do is get in front of your computer and watch the presentation. What do you think your guest is doing at home? They've got the TV on in the background. They're playing games. They're listening to Spotify. They're doing a million other things while your webinar is going on, if they're paying attention. Got to keep that in mind. That's why we got to do things the right way, so that they will take this seriously. Because then you're gonna get on the line with them after the webinar. So what do you think about the webinar? And they only paid attention to maybe 10 minutes of it. Well, it sounded interesting. I don't know. I got to think about it. They didn't see it yet. And you never hear from them again. But if you go through the right process and the right steps of the three-way call and the edification, the introduction, they will pay attention much more and take it seriously. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and type it in the chat box. I'll take maybe 1 or 2 questions and we'll go ahead and dismiss. David says, I'm at the Barrett Jackson car auction in Palm Beach. I just got a guy who paid $1.2 million for a 1968 Shelby to download our app. He says he loves to save money. Millionaires love to save money. Why do you think they're millionaires? They're always looking for the deal. Guy bought a car for $1.2 million and he downloaded the app to save himself some money. You want to know why? Because a guy like that shops a whole lot and spends a lot of money. That type of person can end up saving $15,000, $20,000 in a couple of months shopping. Giving away our app is simple. We're going to have another training on a Saturday about, it's not just about giving the app away, but following up with them and showing them how to use it. They only need to save money once. If they save money one time, they will always use it. We don't get paid just by giving the app away. We get paid when they use the app. And you want them to continuously use the app. Especially with our fundraising program and stuff that's about to kick off. Can you imagine having 5,000 people download the app with your code? What good is that if none of them actually use it? And just so you guys know, the app right now is now worth $2.50. Last month it was at $2.32. When I first got started, it was at $1.20. $2.50. We're halfway there to the $5 mark. You gave this away to 1,000 people. They're actively using it. That's $2,500 a month usage income for you every single month just by giving the app away and not even signing up a single person in the business. But you've got to show them how to use it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't see any questions. Thank you guys for joining. And as always, I've got to end, since this is our mindset training, let me pull it up, with my personal development video. My favorite one, which is called, let me pull it up, Focus on the Goal and Not the Task. What we went over right now was the task, but it's not where all your focus is when you talk about personal development. You want to spend more time focusing on your goal, and there's a reason why. And in a couple of weeks, we'll do another mindset training. I think it's been almost 2 months now since I've done the last one. And here is that video. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. Tomorrow, we have our team call at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And we'll talk a little bit more about three-way calls again on our team call. And then at 9 p.m. Eastern, myself and Diamond Chuck Williams will be doing our Sunday night presentation. Again, all you have to do is invite the guests. For the future, May 9th is our 3-year anniversary meetings. Michael Weeder will be in St. Louis, and I will be doing one here in the LA area in Burbank. If you know anybody in this area, you definitely want to bring them out to that meeting. May 9th, Burbank at the Holiday Inn. Here's the video. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. See you all tomorrow. God bless and good night. Bye-bye.